Hey guys, Petko here. Happy patch day. In a few hours from now, we should be entering season 2. And with that, a lot of questions today have been answered on stream. And I decided, you know what, because people ask me all the time, I'll make a video. What to do day 1, week 1, what exactly is my plan, and what I recommend people to do. So, wanted to make a short video to give you guys an update. Make sure you guys do all of this, so you have the best advantage when the patch comes in. Alright, so the first thing first, even though the patch comes tomorrow for Europe and today for North America, my first advice here would be, as always, just before the patch comes in, make sure stack on consumables. Most of the consumables will be pretty much the same. Elixirs, flask, invisibility potions, files, food, etc. This will be much more expensive next week because the World First race and Mythic week is starting. So having it done now will save you a lot of gold in the future. Do it now, put it aside. That's pretty much it. You're done. Okay, so what to do when you log in to the servers day 1? The first and foremost important thing, there will be no M0. Now again, I've already confirmed this on stream. We even DM Blizzard. Look at this. We even went in, DM Blizzard, and they confirmed no Mythic Plus this week and no M0 as well. So M0 will not be available, even though M0 is gonna be dropping around 636 item level, and you can upgrade this all the way to like 660, some shit like that, some 658, which again is gonna be only available once we start actually getting into the season, which again from the 4th of March or 5th of March, depending on the region, that will be the case. Now, because M0 is not available, how do you gear up? Simple as it is. Delves, heroic dungeons. Delves can be done up to +3, and I believe 699 level drops from them. And heroic dungeons also should reward you around 619 with a possibility to make them higher. Now again, you will likely end up getting up your ult to like 635, 640. But other than this, there is no much power you can gain to your main. Obviously, if the weekly bountiful maps drop from the delves, they have already confirmed there should be only 1 per week. That is, the thing you want to do as soon as you log in. Understand that is not happening, okay? Second thing, rep farm. A lot of things have been discussed in the past. Reputation, renown is going to be completely, in my opinion, useless when it comes down to player power. Now, there are obviously some benefit tied to it, like there's a few items you can get that slightly higher item level, but those are going to be replaced literally within the first hour of playing M0, M+, so not really worth grinding for. If you want to have renown for the cosmetics, pets, rewards, etc., be my guest, go for it. I don't really care about such things like that. I care about power, so renown rep farm, pretty useless to do if you only look for power. Obviously, you can go ahead and unlock all the world quests. There could be some items that drop from there. Potentially can be quite helpful for your ults. But if your main is already like 635, 639, 640, there's literally nothing you can really gain out of it. Okay. I guess the elephant in the room, and by far one of the most important things that I would personally do myself, Valor points are confirmed to be resetting starting from now when a patch hits. So meaning that no Valor points will obviously get reset. There will be a handful of things you can do to cap up your Valor, heroic dungeons, delves, etc. World activities. You can all do that by just swooping around, getting the max cap. And if you don't need them, just stack with them for the next week. And if you do need them, be my guest, go use them to upgrade your gear. Now, as you can see, I have saved several items here from the previous season, which can generate me some Valor points on demand, because I'm going to be upgrading items so quickly within the first couple of days of the season that this will come very handy to me. If you have any of those, don't use them yet. They will come super handy once the season starts. But again, depending on your situation, there might be a strong case of you trying to use them. Now, keep in mind that this is no longer available because this was introduced very early on, I believe within the first several days of the campaign, and I saved all of them for when I needed them, and I generally never needed them. So I would utilize those when the season starts. Okay. All right. So moving to the next thing, Coffer keys. Now, those keys were obviously still they were part of Season 1. Now, those keys will no longer be as useful. Like, these are gonna be pretty much useless. So if you have any Coffer keys in Europe, be my guest, go use them. But those keys are gonna be pretty much, they have similar value within the next season. However, new currency, aka it is likely that you will be end up saving those, hoarding those when the season comes. If you get to have several of them within the first couple of days of the patch, my bet here would be save them. Don't use them, save them. They might come handy while you get up, just because it's just like a guaranteed loot piece during an important week when, you know, Mythic Plus, raid, and everything else happens at the same time. Obviously, super useful. Last but not least, crafting. Another very useful topic. Now, crafting for the majority of the time will be something that you want to really avoid doing so within the first couple of days of the season. First, prices, obviously, they're going to be super expensive. And second, you don't even know exactly what you'll be getting on the first couple of days prior to the raid. Everybody knows that the tokens, they have already been removed. So previously, if you get, for example, 2k score or kill the last boss in heroic, aka get the curve, you will likely you were pretty much rewarded with a token piece. Now instead of this, you're going to be getting a catalyst piece, which pretty much means that it could be harder for you to achieve getting 4 piece, and therefore there might be some other crafting priorities that you wanna go for. But in any of the cases, regardless of what you wanna craft, whether it's gonna be, you know, weapons or chest piece or whatever, you genuinely could use much easier thematic of going for the craft. In this instance right now, if you remember where the enchanted vendor was in Adorango, I'm gonna show you right now in a second, in a new city. All you have to do is go there, pick it up, pick up the crest that you want to craft with, and just go and craft. You know, you don't have to do any more, you know, enchant this crest, buy this, send this, do this, and of that bullshit. Simply go to where the enchanted trainer was, right here, for example. You just buy them. After you buy them, you just go in, use them to craft item, that's it. And from my understanding, instead of having to be 90 crests to craft like early at season 1, they're going to be 60 for the max gilded crest to craft, and I believe 45 for the heroic version one, which is actually a massive improvement when it comes down to the last season. Nonetheless, something that I recommend you to do so. Wait off for the crafting, don't blow your important things. Obviously, you don't want to have max level crests, but don't waste any of the sparks for anything stupid. You're gonna regret this. Wait until the season starts, see what you get, then decide what to craft. And last but not least valuable is make sure to back up and set up your UI before you get into Mythic Plus, just because this week there's going to be pretty much limited things you can do except for gearing oaths. If you want to catch up gear on your oaths, perfectly fine. If your main it already has gear, renown, etc., it's all shared within your warband. So if you have, let's say, 10 renown on your main, every single oath will get 10 renown. Okay, obviously just like that. New zones, new quests, those are pretty much things that you can do within a couple of minutes. However, make sure you are ready with the UI for season 2. That being said, back up your WTF folder before the season comes in, because they always roll up some patches and things could get ruined for you. Back up your UI, aka WTF folder. Make sure you have your UI set up for season 2. That means create a profile. I went in and spent several hours right now going to each of the instances in Mythic Plus. Even though currently they're not available on live servers, I went in, I mapped out my MDT, mapped out my players. So now I have every single important mob marked with a specific color, which will make it easier for me when it comes down to playing the dungeons. Okay, I spend up an hour, but it's gonna save me a lot of time when I start the new season. Nonetheless, it is an activity that I strongly recommend you guys to go over and do so instead of losing time. Alright, so that's pretty much for the end of the video. I hope all those tips can come handy for you. If I have forgotten something, please let me know in the comments. I did my best to give you guys the most important things. Obviously, there are more things you can do, like, you know, exploring the new zone, making sure to try out the new driving system within the WoW, do your chapter campaign. Obviously, that's something that you should definitely go ahead and do so. But those are things that everybody has already mentioned, or you are pretty much aware of what you have to do. I wanted to give you my things that I was gonna do, but TLDR of what I would be doing. Again, if you haven't watched the whole video, is I'll make sure Once I get in, do the whole campaign, do the Renown if I have to do the Renown. And as soon as I'm done with this one, I go on my ults and I try to grind Heroic and Delves up to +3 to get my best gear so they are ready for a raiding week when it comes in. If I haven't already capped my Valor points on my main, I'm definitely gonna go do so when the season starts, I'm ready to go. Anyway, peace out, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys some other time. Bye for now.